So when an agent is properly trained, coached, and is a part of a great environment, that individual literally becomes a human being that has every tool available to them, to where literally the only thing that can hold them back is their ability to see into the future, their ability to believe in what's possible for them. Because there's two components here. Number one is learning how, right? And number two is believing in how big, right? I was an 18-year-old kid living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, broke, my poor single family, mom trying to do her best, trying to hold it all together. But I saw something bigger, and I saw something greater. And I was just crazy enough to believe in myself. So that for me wasn't an issue for me. I've always had the ability to just believe, to have faith, I needed the other part. I needed the training part, right? And that's what I went out and paid thousands of dollars for, read so many books, read so many magazines and articles, and listened to DVDs, and Walk on Fire, and you name it, I've done it, right? And little by little, that's the stuff that starts teaching you both. It starts teaching you how to believe, and it also starts teaching you what to do to make your vision become a reality. So I think that when a human being has both those factors and then tops it off within an environment that supports their dreams, we're literally creating unstoppable people. That's magic. That's where people look back 15 years later and go, oh my God, that really happened. Like, I did that. I went from this to this, and that's the juice that gets me going every day, because it's no longer for me about selling a house. For me, it's about creating a legacy, creating something that when people look back, they're going to go, you know what, those Intero people, man, they did it, and it's happening right now. We've only been here 20 months, but I think everybody around us is already feeling that there's something special going on here. And it's, at this point, it's no longer about me. The culture itself is an unstoppable machine. We're much more than a real estate company. We are a company that is impacting people. We're a company that when our agents come here, they are transformed completely. And through that transformation, they're able to transform lives of our clients and our customers. Ultimately, in 5 to 10 years, I truly believe we're going to be able to do more business and more volume than what our competitors do, and we're going to be able to do it with half the people, because our people will be better trained, they'll be better skilled, they'll be happier, they'll be freer to, like Southwest says, move about the country, right? They'll be free to just be, I think for sure, without a doubt, there's no question in my heart and in my mind that we're already here in Southern California. I mean, we're the organization that brings more value to people's lives. The numbers will show that later. That's already coming. That's already part of our path. Ultimately, however, what I want to do is I want to take the people who can believe big enough with me, and I want to help them help people. Because I truly believe that Intero Real Estate Services here in Rancho Cucamonga, Downey, and La Quinta, I really believe that what we're going to create is going to attract people from all over the world. I really believe that people will literally fly here to spend the week with us, to be a part of the movement, to be a part of the energy, to be a part of the passion, and take it back to where they are, wherever they are, whether they're here in the US, whether they're in Mexico, whether they're in Peru, whether they're in Canada, whether they're in Germany. That's what I see happening. And what I see happening is now I am kind of stepping away a little bit, and now our agents are coaching other people. And that's what I see. This is much, my vision for this is much bigger than, hey, let's just go sell a lot of houses. No, we're going to go impact a lot of lives. So the real estate market right now has definitely started to make a change for the better. And one of the things that we do here at Intero is that I I keep an eye on things, and I keep an eye on the market. And I noticed about 7 months ago that our inventory here in the Inland Empire and in Southern California as a whole was starting to drop. And the reason it was starting to drop was because banks stopped releasing as many of their assets as they had before. So the REO market was starting to dwindle. I also noticed that the so-called bad economy that happened in 2006, 2007 had already been gone for about 3, 4, 5 years. So that means that naturally a good economy is about to come up. That means that naturally our prices had been rising, and so people were going to start having equity again. So one of the things that I did was I started training all the agents here at Intero, and I started showing them what I did to convert from a buyer-focused agent to a listing-focused agent. And we started practicing and internalizing and role-playing and just doing this on a daily basis, because I really do believe that listings is where you get leverage from. And so for an agent, for example, that has been working with buyers most of their career, that's a little scary, So one of the things we do is we help them along in the process, and we show them what it's going to take to eventually become a top listing agent. So one of the things that we've been very fortunate of is that while most people are complaining that there's a lack of inventory, we're creating our own inventory. And the beautiful thing we're doing is for our customers, this is, I think, one of the most valuable reasons why they should buy or sell a home through Intero, is because I would say 65% of our sales happen where we take a listing. Right now you have a listing, you put it on the MLS and the market, you're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7 offers within 2 or 3 days. And buyers are getting frustrated because there's a lack of inventory. Well, most of our sales are happening where we have a listing, right? And another agent in our office has the buyer, and we are teaming the two together. What that means is you have a seller who is happy because they've got a buyer that they know they can trust is qualified and highly motivated. And also you have a buyer that's pretty happy that doesn't have to go through the multiple offers or any of that stuff. They're walking into a house saying, you know what, I would really love to own this home. What do I have to do? And we're able to say, make a strong offer, and you'll more than likely get it. And that's one of the ways that I think we are definitely ahead of the competition when it comes to the way we are evolving with the market. I think the most important fact that I'd like agents to know that are considering working here at Intero is very simple, is that there is a better life out there for them. There is a way to sell more homes, and there is a way to do it in less time. And I know that that might seem a little impossible, but I could, and the only way I can do this is because I've done it myself. I can pretty much guarantee that as long as another agent is willing to put in the work, not only the work in their business, but their work in themselves, that within 24 months, I could help them double their business and help them decrease the amount of time that they're investing in their business so they can spend more time with their family. And that's a tough guarantee to make. But not only have I done it in my life, not only did I do it for the 500 coaching clients that we were coaching, but now after 20 months of being here, there's so many agents here that that's happening for, that I can very confidently guarantee that if you come to Intero, your life will change. You will sell more homes and you will do it in less time.